So as a bit of a bonus, I'm going to also show the area, including the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, for people who haven't been down here in a while, or maybe have never been down here, period. So let's take a walk around. Also, after I stopped the previous video, part of the reason I did that was to snap some still pictures, but I also noticed that the Cleveland Browns draft flag around the stadium is right there. So you've got the Browns there, and the Bengals, and the rest of the teams are there. So yeah, we're going to take a walk, go by the Great Lakes Science Center, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and possibly down by the waterfront park. Browns fans at least heard some more exciting news today as Jadeveon Clowney signed a 1-year, $8 million deal worth up to $10 million with incentives. So that will be a nice pairing with Myles Garrett. So we'll take the route on this sidewalk over here. It was a little chillier earlier today, but the weather right now is perfect. It's probably close to 60 degrees. The wind is very minimal. If it was like this on draft day, you would still need a light jacket, but it would be great. Although you have to imagine day one of the draft is at nighttime, so this little statue here next to the stadium says, "In memory of the brave Cleveland firefighters who gave their lives in the performance of their duties." So that's a nice little monument for them. There are some health screenings set up for COVID-19 at First Energy Stadium. I'm not sure what those screenings are currently for. I mean, obviously someone's working there, but I don't know if that's for the construction crews or for other employees. Here you've got the Great Lakes Science Center. And again, for some perspective, there's the draft stage next to the stadium. The Great Lakes Science Center, I read, is going to be closed pretty much the entire month of April, so it should be closed right now because it's being used as a staging site for, I'm not sure if it's the construction crews or other employees. It's something to do with the NFL draft. But otherwise, throughout the rest of the year, it's a very nice exhibit. When I was in elementary and middle school, we used to take field trips here about once a year. I always remember going downstairs and seeing it'll sound silly, but the food area, like what, I forget if it was McDonald's or some other place that they had down there. The banners over here say the NFL Draft Experience. There's a bunch of different sponsors, like I see Bud Light, Lowe's, Pepsi, Visa. That fence, I'm not sure if that fence was there previously or if that has been installed specifically for the draft and safety measures. There's some type of stage that's being constructed here. I was wondering if perhaps that'll be a musical performance stage or maybe just one of the fan experience stages, but something is going up here. All right, we're approaching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's get a quick look at these sign here. Some COVID-19 warnings: must follow all policies, face coverings required, maintain distance. I'm sure that a bunch of those will be up when the actual event's going on. It really is unique for Cleveland because there was some doubt whether this event would actually take place. And although we're not getting nearly the same economic impact we were hoping for the city, it's still nice that it's taking place in some capacity. So here's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I'm going to get the shot from in front because that's the really cool looking one. I'm pretty sure that it still holds true, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is supposed to be free. Now I have to double check this because I'm not sure if it's specifically for the residents of the city of Cleveland or for Cuyahoga County. I definitely know Cleveland. If you're a resident of the city of Cleveland, there was some grant that came out like a few years ago, that's allowed Cleveland residents to have free entrance as long as you show your state ID or driver's license. So here we go, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, look at that picture right there. I guarantee you, when they show coverage of the NFL draft, you're going to see pictures of this non-stop. And there's also supposed to be some type of dual ticket setup for outsiders of Northeast Ohio who want to buy a ticket, I believe, to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton. So look into that. And I know earlier today they announced who's going to be performing. I think the Kings of Leon, and I forgot who else they were announced would be performing. But long live rock. It is always really nice to go inside and see either the long-standing exhibits or whatever new they have on display. So if you haven't been there in a while, if you've never been there, definitely encourage you to go. Okay, so one more stop. Let's go ahead and head out by the lakefront. Part of the reason why I want to head down here too is because I'm curious. I know you can't see the front of the draft stage, but I want to see if you can see any of it. Well, from here you can see a little bit of the ship with the stage in the background. There's some more signage. April 29th, May 1st, Take the Stage by Microsoft. I haven't been down there in about a year and a half. I don't remember this building. I do remember construction a while back, so unless my memory is failing me, I think this is a new building here. Relatively new. Given the vacancies in the storefronts, I think I'm right. Otherwise, it seems like it'd be a nice hot spot. Alright, so yeah, you can catch a glimpse of the side of the stage in the stadium. So if you're going to be in town for Cleveland during the draft and you've never checked out this area or just haven't in a while, besides the NFL draft experience, there's plenty of other things to see. You've got the Good Time boat over there. Modern Mexican and tequila bar up ahead. During the summertime, there's a beach volleyball thinger behind here. I'm not sure if they have the nets set up. They may not have set it up during the pandemic area. But yeah, here's the beautiful shores of Lake Erie. Oh, I hear the duck. If memory serves correct, I think the name of the park that I'm in right now is George Voinivich Park. And again, there's the other side of the William G. Mather boat. So yeah, you're not going to really see too much of the action from over here, other than the side of the stage. And they have some fencing up here, so I'm not sure if that is related to NFL draft stage setup or some type of event. But that area is secured off. Well, not really secured off, it's just I'm not going to walk amidst the construction materials. Let's get above the fence. And then if you've never been to Cleveland before, or even if you have, there should be 4 to 5 of these Cleveland script signs throughout the city. I know there's one here, one near Edgewater, one near Tremont, and my memory escapes me where the other ones are. But all of them are great views and scenic photos. So yeah, you can't get a bad angle, although right now there's whatever that construction is in the background there. I'm not sure what that is. I'm talking about this thing over here, because I don't remember seeing that in the past. So I don't know if that's part of what they're working on or not. Yeah, that's the area around First Energy Stadium and the Lakefront in Cleveland, Ohio. Hope you enjoyed these videos. If you like them, feel free to hit the like button down below, as well as the subscribe button. It'd be very much appreciated. And I'm just going to wait a second to see if I can get a quick maybe view after they're finished. Nah, that's hard to wait. I'll just leave that as the final one. Thank you, everyone.